Hi my dear students, welcome back to our new class. Today we are moving to our new chapter, materials, metals and non-metals. There are so many materials around us which may be metals or non-metals. So we are going to learn about these type of materials. So you must have seen that materials like aluminum, iron, gold, etc. Yes, some materials have been given in your text in table 4.1. Which are they? Take page number 44, table 4.1. Did you take it? Yes. There is some materials: iron, coal, sulfur, aluminium, copper, and also add gold to it. So we have to we are going to check the appearance and hardness of these materials. So coming to first item, that is iron. What is the appearance of iron? Shiny or dull? Iron is looking shiny. So right there, shiny. Coming to hardness, is it very hard or not very hard? Yes, iron is very hard. Okay, iron is very hard. Then coming to coal. Coal. You must have seen that coal, which is producing in your kitchen every day. So coal appearance, is it shiny? No, it is dull. So write it there, dull. Is it very hard? No, it is not that much hard. We can break it by our hand itself. So it is not very hard. So coming to sulfur. Sulfur, it is not shiny. Write it there, it is dull. And also it is not very hard. Then coming to aluminium. Aluminium is, you must have seen that aluminium vessels in your kitchens. Is it shiny? Yes, it is shiny. So write it there, shiny. Then coming to hardness. Is it very hard? Yes, it is very hard. Then copper. You must have seen that copper vessels and other articles using copper. Copper is also shiny and it is also very hard. Then coming to gold. Gold which you are using, it is very shiny and also it is very hard. Okay. So can you name the materials which are metal? In this, which are metals? Yes, metals are, iron is a metal, that you know. Okay. So the materials which are shiny and very hard in this table are metals. So which are the metals? Iron, aluminium, copper, gold. In this list are metals. Other than these metals like coal, sulfur, etc. are non-metals. Okay. The materials other than metals are called non-metals. So the shining or lustrous means shining. This shiny appearance and hardness, these properties are called physical properties. The metals and non-metals have different chemical and physical properties. This that we have discussed here is physical properties. Okay. Then first we are going to the physical properties of metals and non-metals. So you have seen that the blacksmith beating an iron piece or article made up of iron. You must have seen blacksmith, Kollan. You must have seen that they are beating the iron pieces. Iron pieces beating. Iron pieces are beating using hammer or hammer into shapes like axes, shovel or spade. Do you find that change in shape of these articles when we beat using hammer, the shape of this iron changes, okay? It will get flattened. Did you see that? Yes, the shape of the iron changes when we beat using hammer. So, what happens when we beat a wooden log or wooden piece? When I try to beat a wooden piece with a hammer, what happens? It changes its shape? No, it will break into pieces. It can't change its shape. So, we can conclude that metals which can be changed, we can change their shapes, okay, and in the case of non-metals we can't change their shapes. So there is an activity given in your textbook, activity 4.1. Take some items which are coal piece, small iron nail, piece of thick aluminium wire and pencil lead, and beat the iron nail with the hammer. What happens when we beat iron with a hammer? Does it break? No, it will get pierce into the go through the walls of the house. Then what happens when we beat the coal with the hammer? Yes, it will break into pieces. In the case of aluminium wire, does it break? No, it is also does not broken into pieces. Then in the case of pencil lead, did it break? Yes, it also broke into pieces. So fill in the table. Here is a table given in your textbook. Fill that table. What is object? First column is object or material. Second column, change in shape, flattens or break into pieces. You have to write that. Is it flattens or breaks into pieces? Okay, in the case of iron nail, when we beat with a hammer, the iron nail will get flattened. Yes, isn't it? Yes. Then write it there, flattened. Then in the case of coal piece, it gets broke. So write it there, breaks into pieces. In the case of aluminium wire, it also flattens. Then in the case of pencil lead, it breaks into pieces. So you saw that the shape of the iron nail and aluminium wire changed on beating. So when we beat harder, it can make into sheets. For example, you must have seen this. Yes, this is a aluminium foil. We used it to wrap the food items. Okay, this is made up of aluminium. The aluminium is flattened to make a sheet. It's a metal. Metal can be flattened to make sheets. Also, it can be so the property of metal by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called malleability. What is malleability? Malleability, we are now discussing about the properties, physical properties of metals and non-metal. First, we are discussing about the properties of physical properties of metal. First property is malleability. What is the property of metal to become sheets, thin sheets by beating? The property of metal by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called malleability. So you must have noticed that this property of making the metals into sheets is called malleability. Then in the case of coal and pencil lead do not show this property, isn't it? Can we make this coal into sheets? No. Also pencil lead we can't make it into sheets. So this is the property of only of metals. Then can you hold the metallic pan which is without a plastic or wooden handle? You must have seen that in your kitchen, the metallic vessels that is used for making foods. It is very hot when we are making food, and just after we cook the food. So how we hold that vessels? They have plastic or wooden handles. Okay, can we take it without these handles? No, we get burned, isn't it? Yes. So what is the property of this item? Here comes another property. The conduction of heat. We are using plastic or wooden handles for metal vessels. Why we are using that? We cannot get the heat from the vessels through these metal or plastic handles. So these plastic or wooden handles does not conduct heat through it. Okay, does not pass through heat through it. So we are using plastic or wooden handles. But in the case of metal handles, it passes heat through it. So also you must have seen that electrician using screwdriver. It has a plastic hold, plastic handle. You must have seen that. Why we are using such a plastic handle? Yes, when we are not using such a plastic handle, the electric current will pass to our body through the metal. So we are using plastic. So plastic does not conduct electricity. So here is an activity given in your textbook, activity 4.2. An electric circuit is made with a battery, and you must have to check which are the objects that conduct electricity. First, there is electric circuit is made with a battery and a bulb is connected. Then in one point a nail is connected. Iron nail is connected to check whether this nail conduct electricity through it to glow the bulb. And also we want to replace the nail with sulfur, coal piece and copper wire. You have done it in your previous class, in your 6th standard. What happens? In which conditions that the electric current pass through? Which are the materials that pass electric current? Yes, iron nail passes current. So write in the in this column that is it a good conductor or poor conductor? The material which pass electric current through it is called a good conductor, and the material which does not pass current through it is called a poor conductor. So write that iron rod is a good conductor. So write good conductor. In the case of sulfur, it does not pass current through it, so it is a poor conductor. Then coal piece does not conduct current through it, so it is a poor conductor. Copper wire, we have using copper wire in our houses. Yes, our electric circuits are made up of copper wire, so copper wire conduct electricity, so it is a good conductor. So you must have observed that iron rod, nail, copper, etc. are good conductors, while the rolled sulfur piece and coal piece are poor conductors. So metals have another property called conductivity. They can conduct heat and electricity that we are using it can conduct heat through it. That's why we are using metal vessels to cook food. We want heat of fire, so we use metal vessels, so it passes heat through it and the food get cooked. So metals can conduct heat and also it can conduct electricity through it, but non-metals does not conduct both heat and electricity. It is the another property of metals, that is it conducts means get passed through, conducts heat and electricity. Okay, then comes, this is a metal wire. This is drawn into thin wires. So also like aluminium, copper, iron, these metals can be drawn into these thin wires. Okay, this property of metal by which it can be drawn into wires is called ductility. What is ductility? It is another property of metal. Metal can be drawn into thin wires, and the property of metal by which it can be drawn into wires is called ductility. Have you ever noticed the difference in sound on doping an iron sheet plate and a metal coin and a piece of charcoal on the floor? I am going to drop a piece of coal and a coin made up of metal. What happened? Let's see what happens. Just listen the sounds of it. Okay. First, you heard a clink sound, isn't it? Yes. And then I am going to drop this coal. Did you hear anything? No. Small sound. Again I am going to drop this. Yes. There is a sound for the material made with metal. So the wooden you must have seen the bells in the in churches and mosques. Which type of material is made up of? Yes, the bells are made with metals. Is it made with wooden blocks? No, it is made with metals. For what? The metals make sound. So the bells are made with metals. So here comes the another property of metals. Metals can make sounds, ringing sounds. Okay, metals can make ringing sounds. These they are said to be sonorous. What is? The metals can make ringing sound. They are called sonorous. So this is another property of metals. What is? They are sonorous. They can make ringing sound. So these are the properties of metals, and the non-metals cannot make these sonorous sounds. Non-metals does not make ringing sounds. So metals have the property of making ringing sounds. So these are the properties of metals, and also comes it is lustrous. Lustrous, which means it has shining. Yes. Then it is very hard. It is very hard. Conducts heat, and first malleability, it can be made into sheets. So malleability, then it conducts heat and electricity. Then ductility, it can be drawn into thin wires. അതിനെ അടിച്ച് പരത്തി ഷീറ്റും ആക്കാം, വലിച്ച് നീട്ടി സെയിം സാധനത്തിനെ അടിച്ച് പരത്തി ഷീറ്റും ആക്കാം, വലിച്ച് നീട്ടി ഒരു തിൻ വയറും ആക്കാൻ സാധിക്കും. സോ ഡക്റ്റിലിറ്റി. ദെൻ sonorous, it make ringing sounds, and it is lustrous, it has shining. Then it is very hard. These are the properties of metals. In contrast, materials like coal, sulfur, etc. are soft and dull in appearance. So their properties are opposite to this. Okay, they are not sonorous, they are poor conductors of heat and electricity. They cannot be make into sheets, they cannot be drawn into thin wires. So they are not sonorous, they are very dull, then they are very soft. So these materials are called non-metals. For example, non-metals are sulfur, carbon, oxygen, phosphorus, etc. are non-metals. Okay. Then there are some exceptions for metals. Metals like sodium, potassium are soft and can be cut into with a knife. There are some metals which are not so much hard, they are soft. Exception, these are the exceptional cases, that is sodium and potassium, which can be cut into pieces with a knife. So mercury is, there is another exception, that is mercury. Mercury is not a solid. Mercury is the only metal which is found in liquid state at room temperature. Mercury is the metal which is seen in liquid state. So these are the exceptional cases. So this is all about today's topic. We have discussed the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Metals have malleability, that is it can be made into sheets, and it conducts heat and electricity. Then it has ductility, it can be drawn into wires. It is sonorous, it is lustrous and hard. In the case of non-metals, it is not malleable, it is a poor conductor of electricity and heat, and it can be drawn into wires. It is not sonorous, and it is dull, not shiny, it is dull and it is soft. Okay, hope you understood. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. So let's meet in another class. Okay, thank you.